Welcome everyone. So I did a video about the multimaus from Rocco. Explained all that. If you want to watch that video, it's a few days ago. I mentioned about Wi-Fi multimaus that was available. So I got one. And here it is. Obviously there's no socket for a cable, but apart from that it's exactly the same, except there's a power on button here to power it on, and then you put the batteries in the back here. Sorry, bit of sore throat. It takes three AAA batteries, three AAA batteries that go in there. When your batteries get low, you'll get a symbol on. So we'll switch it on. You press the OK button. It should boot up. And then it'll connect to the router. So it's connected now. Now the light goes off after a bit, but if you want the light back on, you just press any key and it'll light up again. That's to obviously save your battery. I've got a class 52 over there. Now the class 52, I fitted the Hornby HM7000 Bluetooth decoder, but it's running on DCC. So if we see if we can find it. There, class 52. So let's bring it round. I was curious if the HM7000 would work with the Z21, but it does. Okay. Now, this is the app. Put this on so I can see the functions. So we've got '23's front cab, '23. So what we need to do is press the shift twice. You see it's flashing so it's in the 20 mode. Then we just have to press the 3. The cap light comes on. And then to get out of the 20 mode, you just press the shift. It goes back to the normal. So that's how you get into your higher functions. And to get into the 30 function 1, you have to press menu and shift, and then it'll flash 3 times. That means you're in the 30s then. I haven't got any decoders that have 30 functions. I think the most I've got is 29. So I don't think there is any out there that have that many functions, but it's available. So let's switch that cab light off. So again, press the shift button twice there. It should flash. It's flashing. It lets you know function 23 is on. Press 3. It's off. Press the shift again and we're back to the normal ones. And we know that function 1 is the engine. Start. Let's start her up. Function 2 is an on. And function 3 is an on. A different type of on. Now, let's just send her around. See how she sounds when she's actually moving. This is a diesel hydraulic loco. Just put the lights on. So this is ideal if you have a large layout. You can just walk around, no wires. I think that's what they're intended for really. I mean, this is just a small layout, I didn't really need a wireless one. But I thought I'd treat myself, get one. There's a few things of what I mentioned to you. So we'll stop her here. Switch off the engine. Right. You first get it. It was the same with that one actually. That came with the Z21. Put your batteries in, switch it on. First thing is you're going to find the menu will be in Deutsch, German. So the first thing I do is get into the menu under settings, user interface and language, and change it to English for me, or whatever language you speak. There's a few options there, but obviously I choose the English one. It's the first thing I do. And it's obviously not connected at that point to the Z21. So you have to then go into the Wi-Fi menu, tell it to search, and it'll search and it'll find Z21, that route to the router. And so you press OK when it finds it, and then it'll ask you for the password, which is like all routers, the password's at the on the bottom. So you put that in, and then it'll connect, and you see the signal there shows it's connected. Then, which is optional, but I checked the firmware on it. I think it was 1.8 or something. I then went on the website for Rocco, and I noticed the latest firmware is 1.10. So I downloaded that to my laptop. I then put the laptop to search for the router, which it found, connected the laptop to the router so it could communicate, and then told it to download the firmware to the phone, I'm calling it a phone, to the handheld controller, which it did. It comes up on the screen, update, only takes about a minute. So it now has the latest firmware on it. And obviously in the future with the update the firmwares, that's how you do it. You don't have to do that. It will work on the old firmware, but I think it's always best to have the latest firmware, which is exactly what I did with the Z21 and that multimaus. Put the latest firmware on it, because you might as well. It doesn't cost anything, does it? It only takes less than a minute to download. They're only small files, a few megabytes, and it takes about 30 seconds to actually put the new firmware onto your handheld. And same with the Z21. So that, I would always recommend that. It's one of the good things about the internet, you can update things now, whereas you used to have to send them back to the manufacturer to update firmwares. But that's in the past. Now we're in the future and you don't have to do that. It makes it very easy. I did go down to the bedroom because I was curious to see whether it would still be connected, and it was. Not that I'd run the model away from a different room. Excuse me, but if you had a large layout, you'd want to make sure it was always so it's obviously going to connect. It's a bit like your home router that you have for the internet, kind of covers the whole house, doesn't it? It's the same thing, so you're not going to have problems with connections. There's another great feature in that the the library of all my locals, which I put into this multi-mouse there. I thought I was going to have to do all that again with this, but there's actually a feature where you can put that multi-mouse into send and put this one into receive, and as soon as you click on it to send, it sends all your local library instantly to this. So I didn't have to put anything, I didn't have to go putting a new library in. So all the locals are here. That's the class 121, and that's because it's flashing because that multi-mouse is on that. But to take over, all I have to do is do that. Now I'm in charge. So they're all there, you see, class 4, class 20. I didn't have to put any of these in. Class 25. As if you want to add one, you just go click OK, and then you can put in your new low code with Pioneer in the future. Just a minute. Right, sorry about that, it's a phone call. Yeah. So, I think they're a great hand controller, and obviously wireless puts them in a much better position than, you know, the only thing is with the ones that aren't wireless is you're not having to worry about batteries. I have no idea how long these batteries would last. So I'll have to wait and see on that one. But a little symbol will come up on the display, and it'll say like a low battery warning. So before the batteries run out, you get a bit of a warning to so I think I've covered everything now. Say this cost £125, so they're not exactly cheap, but they are good quality. The only difference is obviously the colour and it being wireless. Apart from that, it's exactly the same. I say if you had a large light, I mean this is just a small one, but I have seen people very large layouts, and these would be ideal, wouldn't they? I believe they do connect to other systems. DigiKeys one, you can just buy this and it'll connect to the DigiKeys system. There may be others. There's one called DigiTrack. If you had that system, I think this is also compatible with it. So it's not just the Z21, it's compatible with others as well. So yeah, it's good. Should we give the do a bit of a run round? On these HM 7000 Bluetooth decoders, there's an automatic feature that you can use, which will automatically sound off some of the sounds. Like every now and then it'll blow its horn. When you stop, the brakes will come on automatically and things like that. A bit more speed. Go to the other side of the room. You see, still got a good connection. Let's give the horn a... So if you had a large layout, you don't have to worry about losing a connection. Right, so it's just a quick video for anybody thinking of getting one of these. At least you'll have an idea of what they're like. So you got that initial setting up. But it's straightforward really. Okay, take care everyone and enjoy your model railways. Bye. Thanks for watching.